Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are jumping right into Ubuntu 25.10 questing Quokka. It landed October 9th, 2025.
Yep.
And look, this isn't your standard update. Canonical's done something, well, pretty radical, and it's got everyone talking. Our job today, figure out what's going on. Is this smart modernization, or are they taking a massive risk?
It really boils down to something incredibly fundamental. We're talking core system tools, things like L, CP, MV, the basics.
Yeah, the absolute bedrock.
Yeah.
And sudo too, right? For permissions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Decades of super optimized C code. Proven stuff. Well, in 25.10, Canonical basically ripped it all out.
Ripped it out. Wow.
Replaced it with code written entirely in Rust. So now we have things called utils for the utilities and sudo rs for the sudo replacement.
Okay, hearing it like that, swapping at GNU core util, that sounds incredibly risky. But Canonical must have a reason. Security.
That's the main argument, yeah. They're saying these Rust versions are memory safe by design, less room for error, fewer potential attack vectors.
So a safer system overall. That's the promise.
That's the promise. And look, it's not all controversial changes. There are some really solid updates alongside this Rust stuff.
Right. Like what else is new?
Well, you've got the Linux kernel 6.17, which is cutting edge. GNOME 49, bringing its own set of refinements to the desktop.
Okay.
And some serious hardware security boosts, too, like TPM-backed full disk encryption is now an option.
Oh, that's big, using the hardware chip for keys, especially for laptops, yeah.
Exactly. A significant security uplift. And they've gone Wayland only for the default session now, too.
Wayland only, plus those new apps I saw mentioned. Loop Image Viewer, Tixis Terminal.
Yep, those two. So, the package has other modern things going for it.
But let's circle back to the core conflict, this Rust replacement. The critics must be having a field day.
Oh, absolutely. Some are calling it like reckless experimentation, foundational components being swapped out. The argument is, why replace C code that's worked reliably for decades just for the theoretical safety of Rust right now? Is it worth the instability risk?
Even the original GNU maintainers are skeptical.
That's what I'm hearing. They question if the trade-off is justified at this stage. The worry is that users are basically
beta testers.
Effectively beta testing system foundations, yeah, in a production release.
But couldn't you argue Canonical has to do this? Like, isn't C carrying massive technical debt? If they don't start migrating now, maybe before the next big LTS, aren't they just delaying a potential security crisis?
That's definitely the strategic calculation they seem to be making. It's a forward-looking move. But the immediate impact right now is that instability.
Okay.
And the performance picture kind of shows that tension perfectly.
Yeah, the performance data is confusing. I saw early reports, community feedback, saying the first builds of utils felt slower.
They did initially, yeah.
But then newer benchmarks came out showing actually pretty major speed gains in some areas with these Rust tools.
Right. The potential is there, and they seem to be optimizing quickly.
And the graphics side moving fully to Wayland. That's giving smoother Vulkan performance, proper variable refresh rate support. That's huge for gaming on Ubuntu.
It is. Wayland is definitely maturing and bringing benefits, but, and this is the big but, stability is still the major headache.
Okay, what kinds of issues are people actually seeing?
We're hearing pretty consistent reports of broken drivers, like the system just failing to load certain essential third-party bits.
Ouch.
And specifically, missing NVNC support seems to be a recurring theme. That's critical if you rely on remote desktop stuff or certain streaming setups.
Right, so it shows the ambition is there, but the edges are still really rough. Compatibility is taking a hit.
Exactly. The whole stack isn't quite singing in harmony yet.
Which leads to the big question. Why push this out now with these known issues? What's the strategic play?
Look at the support cycle. 25.10 only gets 9 months of support. It ends next July 2026.
Okay, so it's not a long-term release.
Not at all. This is the test bed, the real proving ground. They want to shake out all these bugs, the performance kinks, everything, before the next LTS.
Which is 26.04. That's the one that matters for stability long-term.
Precisely. So the decision for you, the user, right now is pretty stark. Do you jump in, embrace these Rust tools, accept that you're on the bleeding edge with, frankly, a high-risk tolerance?
Yeah.
Or do you stick with the known quantity? Ubuntu 24.04 LTS is solid, supported for years. You wait maybe another 6 months, see how this Rust experiment matures before 26.04 lands.
So Ubuntu 25.10, definitely innovative, definitely controversial. It's really pushing that line between stability and pushing forward.
It creates this tension, yeah. And that tension is going to shape how secure and performant Ubuntu is down the line.
Which leaves us with a final thought, maybe for you listening.
Yeah, if making such a fundamental switch, like swapping out core utilities, is really setting the stage for the next big enterprise release, well, it makes you wonder, how long does this phase, this sort of beta test disguised as innovation, need to run? How many real-world stability problems need ironing out before something like this is truly ready for prime time? Something to think about.